Hey there everyone, this is Chaotic Teal, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. Last time, I forgot to save. Fortunately, I made a save state there at the end, but just loaded up the save file normally and kind of freaked out when we were at the beginning of the Fortress of Winds. Because last time we finished the Fortress of Winds, and we've been wandering around doing other stuff since then. This time, let's help the librarians. Welcome to the library. Say, aren't you Smith's grandson, Link? The book's missing from the bookshelf on the second floor? Yes, they've been checked out for quite a while. They're very overdue. Take a Hyrulean bestiary, for example. Been gone for ages. Checked out by a girl with a cat. She said she had a new cat at her house. Wanted to learn more about it, she did. Well, let's go find us a book. Under ordinary circumstances, a librarian would not be traveling to hunt down people with overdue books. Though, that said, we're not librarians. Huh? A book from the library? Hyrulean bestiary, is that the one? Yeah, I checked it out a while ago. You came all this way to get it? Wow, you're one dedicated librarian. But I don't know how to tell you this, but it's back at my house. Would you mind going there to get it? I just can't leave right now, see? They say the king's been weird lately. But that doesn't really have anything to do with our love. Okay. We're gonna go get this, but let me just illustrate. This is her house! Say, look at that, Link. There's a book up on top of the bookcase. But how are we going to get it? We can't reach it, and we have no ladder. I don't think just shaking the bookcase will make it fall either. This presents an interesting problem, wouldn't you say? Like, genuinely. It would take less than a minute for you to step away from your boyfriend and go get the book. Thanks, put out the fire. But I'm still miffed at my master. I can't believe how long he's been hanging out with his girlfriend. Bark, bark. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, this cat is made of violence. What? That really startled me. Everything's scary when you're small. Okay, good. We didn't hit the cat with the book. That would be both unfortunate and kind of ironic, given that the book was only checked out to, learn how to take care of the cat. I've seen a couple of frame drops already. Keep an eye on it. If it continues to be an issue, then I guess I'll switch VPN servers or something. Alright, guess I'm switching VPN servers or something. Hopefully, this won't take me down long enough to end the broadcast and start a new one. And we're back. And it looks like that might be more stable. One day, I'll actually be properly connected to a wired internet. Hey, look at that! Our long-lost copy of a Hyrulean Bestiary. Link, are you returning this book? Thank you so much. I can't begin to describe how much I'm looking forward to putting this back. The next overdue book is... let's see. Ah, yes, of course. Legend of the Picori. It's been out forever. It was checked out by a somewhat absent-minded scholar, I believe. Well, we can handle that one. Ooh. I'll build here, I think. We might be able to move that quest on. What? Huh? A book? From the library? Ah, yes, of course. I knew this day would come. Please, come in. So this is a character from SimCity, of all things. I am a researcher of Picori legend and lore. My name is Dr. Left. You heard about that book, Legend of the Picori, aren't you? Well, I hate to say this, but I haven't seen it in several days. Perhaps a mischievous little mouse has taken it. Well, I'm sure it's in this house somewhere. I just don't know where. But I'm very busy right now, so why don't you just look for it yourself? Well, we can't examine any bookshelves, so it can't be on a bookshelf. Let's go get some water so we can put out the fire. Scoop. Yes, hi, hello. Anyway. Any of y'all got kinstone fusions? Nope. So since we could get in and put out the fire, we can go through the fireplace now. Let's check in over here first. Hey, do you know the clues that reveal the location of the treasure? Cross the bridge that spans the rapid flow, through the land of the fearsome beast, until you reach the misty falls. The treasure sleeps on the other side of the secret entrance there. They say it's a magical tool that allows even little people to push big things. According to the legend, you're supposed to start from this house. Well, let's see what we can do. Hey, I've heard about you. So you're gonna go ahead, are you? Well, onward to glory then. Just don't die out there, okay? I'm a little surprised thinking on it now that an E-rated Nintendo game from 2004 used the word die. Ugh, it's no good. I just can't get anywhere. Man, oh man. That striped cat kind of looks like one of ours. Yeah, both of those cats are made of violence. Who knew there'd be someplace like this behind one of the town's fountains? Well, let's get moving and see if we can find that item those Minish mentioned. Sometimes I forget that our sword does double damage now. Well, double damage relative to when we first encounter those little slugs. Oh, that was a fairy. I could have restocked the bottle that I used for the water. Well. Rude. Anyway. We got the power bracelets. So now, we can move heavy things even when we are small. We can't do anything on that side of the water yet. I don't think I've ever gotten through there without taking damage before. Huh? You made it? No way! Whoops. You made it through that den of evil and came back alive? Amazing! Woo woo! So now we can get between these cabinets and push them over so we can access that little Minish house. Ah, what else should I do? Should I stay or go? If I go, there could be... What's that? You already found the bracelet that makes one strong? I knew it. I've been stumped on that for so long, I knew I'd lose out. Now then. Take a look up here. I see. Oh, that makes sense. Human books are so interesting. And that guy Dr. Left living down there has great taste in reading material. It's a bit dusty up here, huh? Maybe I should do a little cleaning. Thanks for cleaning up. Now all that dust is gone. I mean, not all of it. Hey there. Hey! Phew. I want to return this book by dropping it down below. It's impossible without some extra weight here. My brother is so busy with a book of his own that he won't help me out. Maybe I can do it if I try again. Well, let's see if we can provide some incorporeal aid. I always really struggled with this as a kid. Apparently, I still struggle with this. I think I was too careful coming around these things. Let's put them on the top this time. Just because there's less to navigate around that way. And if they're above us, then we don't run the risk of just falling. Okay, so that's another book taken care of. It's kind of funny seeing a quest in one of my favorite games that involves helping the library. We already bought the 5th volume, it's just not available yet. But yeah, a quest that involves helping the library in one of my favorite games. It's funny to see, now that I'm studying to be a librarian. I'm feeling really motivated now. I could probably build a good-sized house in a matter of minutes. A perfect fit. I can't wait to see what happens now. Well, nice house, huh, kid? It's brand spanking new, I tell ya. But I just need another tenant, a single woman like before. Well, if you know any nice young ladies needing a home, let me know. Again, I guess I don't know the state of housing laws in Hyrule. Oh, you have a house to show me? Yep. Really? Oh, and it's so nice and new. Being all alone is, well, lonely. I'm gonna find myself a nice home, too. Real quick. Just to show Nehru's dialogue. I hate being here all alone. Wish I could find a nice place to live like the others did. It would have been more efficient to do this the opposite way since I wanted to have Nehru. But now... he's here. Lined up a sizable pile of cash from my rental properties. Maybe I should start breeding pets next. So note that he does not say anything about setting up another house. Oh, hello, Link. I sure do love it here. Thanks again. If you have an empty bottle, I can put one of my homemade charms inside. Just ask any time. Oh, right, I guess we have both charms now. So, as I've said before, this is all one big shout out to the Oracle games. I mean, the designs and specific characters of the three of them are directly from the Oracle games. They're not the goddesses of Hyrule. But... actually, I'm gonna walk around to demonstrate this. There are only 2 houses for the 3 oracles. And note, this one has a bright blue roof. And the one that was just built over there has a bright red roof. So, not that you have to be color coordinated to live in a house, but there's definitely an indication here of giving those houses to Nehru and to Din, respectively, which would leave Furore without a house. Just like Furore didn't have an Oracle game, because they were working on 3 originally, but making 3 interlocked games that could be completed in any order was understandably a development nightmare. So they dropped it down to 2, and Furore was relegated to the Oracle of Secrets that you gave passwords to between the 2 games. It's just a really interesting bit of a historical in-joke with the developers at Capcom who worked on both Minish Cap and the Oracle games. And, you know, kind of a sad, unfinished feeling side quest. So, just to demonstrate these real quick, I can go back and restock. Using Nehru's charm makes us blue. It also increases our defense, that's the primary effect. Using Furore's charm makes us purple, and increases both attack and defense. I don't actually know whether there's a difference in the extent to which those stats are boosted. Because naturally, what would make the most sense to me is have one that boosts attack, one that boosts defense, and then one that boosts both to a lesser extent. But, you know, purple is red and blue together, so who knows? But, to the great surprise of anyone who's been around since before I rebranded, I'm fond of purple. Oh my goodness, will you look at that? It's our copy of Legend of the Picori. It's been checked out for so long. Link, you deserve a medal for all this. I'm moved. Deeply, deeply moved by this thoughtful gesture. And the last book we still need is a history of masks. I think it was checked out by Hagen, the mayor. How could he keep a library book so long? He's a public official. Okay, yeah. There we go. Back to normal. Yes, that's me, Hagen. I'm a mayor of this town. What's that? You want a book? A history of masks. And you say I checked it out, do you? Yes, indeed I did. Or wait, did I? So this guy's kind of a clown. Let's just see if the house's other resident has anything to say about it. Or other residents, I guess. The mayor took off for his cabin by the lake clutching a book. We saw him go. After the chest was opened, the road to Minish Woods was blocked. You won't be able to get through. When the mayor came back, he didn't have that book anymore. I'm sure he just left it at his lakeside cabin. He's pretty forgetful like that. You want to go to the cabin by the lake? Well, let me just mark it here on your map. Yes, there. It's right here. You should be able to find it now. We've seen that cabin before. In fact, we've seen that book before. We just weren't able to get it. But now we're dropping frames again. Whoops. Right. Go back over here. No. No, we don't. We can just go down this way. First of all, can we push? No, we can't. Okay. Yeah, we can't quite reach the other side of Lake Hylia yet. That kind of middle section. I think I'm too entertained by the fact that this game pretty much just lets you swing your sword as fast as you can press the button. I mean, you're not going to get through the full swing that way. But that doesn't usually matter very much. Okay. Let us go. Oh, we didn't have to adjust. Alright. Neat. Honestly, all the masks just kind of poking out of places here. Kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. Also, I guess a majority of the houses in this game don't have beds. Also, there are flies here now. But I guess it's just conservation of detail. Maybe? I don't know, it seems pretty significant that very few Hyrulean residents actually have beds. But what do I know? Let's get back to the library. Technically speaking, at least by American librarian standards, this isn't exactly within the code of ethics. The last book we still need is A History of Masks. I didn't pick up the book. Freaking... Anyway, by American library standards, telling us who checked out what book is a violation of the Code of Ethics. Because privacy is supposed to be a significant pillar of the library. Granted, there's still some pushback on that right now, but that's a separate issue. Suffice to say, I have opinions on legislation that pushes back against librarians for doing our jobs. But yeah, technically speaking, nobody other than the person who checked out a book should be informed who checked out that book. Would you look at that? I can't believe it. It's our copy of A History of Masks. The mayor of ours is a real piece of work, isn't he? It must have been quite a challenge to get this back from him. You're my new favorite person, Link. Thank you so much. You know, Link, you now returned all of our overdue books. Now I can finally get that bookshelf on the second floor in order. Hey, Sturgeon, books to shelf. Yes, yes, here I am. I'm here. I'll have these books put away lickety-split. Here he comes. Going excessively quickly. The bookshelves are back in order. I feel so renewed. Enjoy your browsing. I'm in charge of checking out books, so it's not my problem. Still, I feel really bad for the girl over there in charge of returns. Do you... Okay, no. Neither of you say anything. I'm gonna not break library property again. Oh, all the books are back on the shelves. Isn't it grand? Okay, what's going on with you? Hey, 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 listen up, listen good. The books are back now. It's true, it's true. Now we can get back to Elder Library. So you brought the books back? Good for you, thank you. Please, take this as a sign of our thanks. Yay! It's so nice to have all my little books in a row. I'm curious. I'm sure that this game uses a alien script that's been translated. Because most of them have been. So I'm curious what all these books say. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, a visitor after many long weeks. Even Jotari has been away so long. I've grown almost lonely. But what is it? What do you need? You want to visit the Temple of Droplets? Very well. You're the first such brave person in a long while. Stand in the clover in front of me. Alright, you kids today. No patience for an old man. I'll just stand right there like I told you. Oh, now, open Secret Mystery Panel. But I wanted to fuse kinstones. Wasn't that fun? Now then, it's up to you to pass this trial safely and recover the item you require. Oh, what fun! I do so love the real nitty-gritty of adventuring. Ugh, just smacked my hip on something. Well, not my hip, my whatever it is I have now. My brim? Whatever. That old fool must just love sending people on dangerous missions. And how did that library get into the Temple of Droplets anyway? I guess the answer lies up ahead. Keep moving, boy. Okay, there we go. Slug, 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 and slug. More slugs. That was a fairy that I could have caught in the bow. These are scissors beetles, and they are a little bit scary. But now we have the flippers. Yes, yes. Why, it all makes sense now, doesn't it, boy? Library used these flippers to swim to the entrance of the line. Swim to the entrance to the Temple of Droplets. So if you put these on, you should be able to swim too. Remarkable. Ah, the flippers. A time-honored Zelda tradition. Ah, a chest frozen in a large block of ice. A time-honored no-win. Now, is there anything up here? I forget. No. Also note that we cannot surface, or we can't get back on land wherever. We have to use these shallow pools. There are similar environmental things that are like that. But, I mean, for instance, we just saw that I could get up on the edge of the river in town. But generally, out and about, you'll see those shallow areas. Oh, so you passed the trial and returned with Elder Library's flippers? I'm so jealous. I'm not much for exercise myself. But if you're going on an adventure, there's no one better to learn from. Ah, that Elder Library. He's so manly, so brave, and so full of fire. Should I leave you two alone? Should I not leave you two alone? Also, what happens if someone checks out this book? Okay, anyway. Here, take this shiny rock. Oh, good. It's in Caster Wilds. And it's a golden Octorok. It's in the Wind Ruin, sorry. Well done indeed. Well, you're almost as spry as I was at that age. Cool and good, thanks, old man. So we could go to the Temple of Droplets right now. But getting the flippers just opened up a whole host of new areas for us. There are very few things that we cannot access at this point. Libraries are so nice. Figures that the search for that light force isn't going too well. I mean, that stuff never existed in the first place. I'm disappointed in the king. He should have known better. I have a very hard time interpreting that character sprite. Well, that was a blast. I guess it did have some punch to it. I don't wager I'm the only person who could have gotten it done that quickly. Glad you had fun. So one of the things we can do now that we've got the flippers is head back up here, and for one thing, check on the... Okay, we can't check on the Minish house in here because we didn't break the pots. But there was that treasure we couldn't get to. There it is. We always have such a hard time getting through that without taking damage. So first of all, piece of heart. Second of all, there's another room over here. Hooray! Money is meaningless. We can't actually get up on that bridge either. Move on. So now, we can go back into the construction house and change back there. But we can also just swim over the river now. Peep! One of the Minish! Peep! I'm not like my brothers. I won't chase you around and peck at you. Peep peep! Not only that, I also have some good info for you. Somewhere in Hyrule, there's a great fairy who helps honest adventurers. If you see her, answer her every question truthfully. Peep! Thanks, little buddy. I guess this isn't really faster. Cheers! Yay, cheers! Raise your milk for a toast. Will they even notice if I made the same thing for dinner tonight? Okay, nobody has any kinstones to fuse. Now that we have the flippers, we can actually reasonably take care of this last... or of this next Kuko quest. Just throw you down that way. I don't remember how far I can throw these, but it's probably best not to risk throwing you over the river. Because they can very well just jump into the river themselves. I'm mainly going the long way so I can survey the area. That was unfortunate. Okay, there's one. Just for good measure. Yeah, I don't think I can toss it over that gap. Move dog, move dog, move dog, thank you. I don't think this is the run. Nope. Okay. Let's just straight away. Cool, we can throw you over. You go that way. You go that way. Postman, please. Postman, I'm on a mission too. Get out of my way. Get in there. And there we go. Piece of heart and rupees. Yeah, and that really is the last one. So, we can redo it whenever we want. Come back here. There we go. Hello. I did it. I did the thing. And yeah, we just get 110 rupees every time we do that now. Which is nice. I mean, it would mean more if we didn't have access to effectively infinite rupees because of shenanigans. Still nothing. Actually, we've got a few things to clean up around here anyway. We can swim over to here, dig in, get a nice shiny kinstone. I think there was a mysterious wall back there. Very fun. Hooray! Right, I'm gonna need the moments equipped so I can get out of here. Let's see, what else can we do now that we have fingers? We can swim around down here. Can't swim under that bridge, though, because that's illegal. I sure do love Game Boy Advance tile layer restrictions. I believe there are actually a couple of chests. Yeah. Well, that one's not useful. Oh, it might be, though. Yeah. I forgot that we spent all of our shells last time. Can't do anything over that way, though. I feel like those chests are frequently overlooked. Get a piece of heart down here to complete a heart container. We can't get in here, because we can't dig while we're underwater. And they don't let us jump down waterfalls. So... let's check around this way. Could this be our final mysterious wall location? The funny thing is, I genuinely don't remember. No. It's the one up there. I'm gonna dig up this whole area for the heck of it. There. My work here is done. I fully expected one of those to be a beetle. Is there anything down there? No. Only sadness. Rude. Arrows. Nice. Now that we can swim, we don't need to bother with the cyclones. Though, there's not a dock on this side. Or a set of steps. So we do have to go the long way. That was a heart. We can, however, swim across this gap now. I don't know why there are just a couple of bottomless pits in the forest. Get across here, which doesn't really do anything for us. getting across up here do anything for us? I genuinely don't remember. No, it sure doesn't. Well, we can at least come up here as a Minish. Up here still doesn't do anything for us. But we can skip the normal entry into Minish Village. There's nothing back here. Now we know. We can swim across here into this lonely little mushroom house in the northeast. Wow, good job finding this place. There aren't many people who visit me here. That's it. I believe there's at least one Kinstone fusion we can get there later in the game, but my memory is that it's much later, though that could be because I never go there this early. Whoops, hello. You don't have anything to say. We can do more stuff over here, though. First of all, Kinstone fusion? No. But now this water isn't a barrier. I forgot that we had a chest there, but we'll get that on the way back. Another Kinstone, another piece of heart. Rude. Go away. What's behind door number 2? A single Kinstone piece. Is there anything in the water here? The ability to dive doesn't really come into play very much. But, you know, it's good to know we can do it. That is the sound of a sad cat. Not being allowed in people's rooms because he's a gremlin. Do you have anything for us? Yes. Finally. You talked about Kinstones at the beginning of the game, and it took you this long to actually fuse one. Wow, seeing how well that fit, I guess we're in for a spell of good luck. How do you already know you're being sprouted? Anyway, We're gonna go climb this bean stalk. Low stream background. Piece of heart. 200 shells. Actually get the piece of heart. And 200 rupees. Hooray! How many shells are we at now? 355. Not bad. I forgot that you were the one that was doomy. Oh, that's sad. Okay, now we're back here. Let's do a little bit of digging. And cut our way back through. We don't actually have to deal with you. Back through to here. Which we can actually use as our segue into doing the temple droplet, but there's still a little bit more that we can do before then. First of all, we can actually come into this tiny little hole. And have more ice maze. Wow. This is the true cool S. Okay, what do we got? Slugs. Pinstone. Slug. You know, I was about to say, the ice physics in this game really are quite manageable. They're not that bad. They're nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Anyway. Let's swim around when we're tiny. I know there are at least a couple of things we can get to. Hello. What is it? What do you want from me? You're after my bean, aren't you? Well, I'll never tell you where it is. It's mine. Mine, do you hear me? Mine! But I suppose if you confuse a kinstone with me, I might tell you. How was I? Did I sound like an elder? I've been practicing my elderese. I forgot that the joke was that he made the elder Minish sound. I definitely did not appropriately respond. Anyway, it's bean time. Hey, a perfect fuse. Maybe we'll get lucky now. You're here to steal my bean, aren't you? Well, you're out of luck. It's grown way too big now. So how was my elder impersonation? He talks just like that, doesn't he? Little cave in here. It is dark. I keep expecting that the flies are going to stop taking 2 hits. They have yet to do that. Another kinstone piece. Nice. The nice thing about those things where it's like, hey, don't fall in the water. You goober. Is that they're really easy to get back from. A couple of pieces of part around the lake. Doesn't look like there's anything else we can do when we're tiny, though. This may be registering as a portal, but we can't use it to grow bigger. It would help if I pressed the right R button, though. As opposed to the left R button. Rude. Find some chill. We can finally push that, so we can get back here whenever we want. We should go in this treehouse. Get ourselves another piece of heart. You have found the true master of swordsmen of Hyrule, Waveblade. If you train with me, I'll teach you skills that will make you a master. So, would you like to train here? Now you will learn a dangerous technique for desperate times. The Peril Beam. First, you must have only 1 heart left. Second, use your last ounce of strength to swing your sword. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? So, there's no turning back now. For one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the Waveblade possession technique of training. Watch this. Possession! Now you must try it yourself. You have only 1 heart left. Swing the sword with the last of your waning strength. Yes, fine work. You know the way. I'll now give you this tiger scroll. If you ever forget the technique, you can review it with this scroll. Just to double check. Okay, no. I'm fairly certain that you can fuse kinstones with all 3 of the sword masters who are not Swiftblade or Swiftblade the First. Hooray! I mean, there really wasn't much they were going to be able to fit in here. Note that we can't actually get to this yet. Or to that piece of heart. I have new kinstone pieces from Tingle, but to tell you the truth, I'd rather be out adventuring like you. And what's with these crazy clothes he makes us all wear anyway? Well, here you go, David Jr. That's on the way to Malari's mine, yeah. Well, I didn't actually think that would work. Oh, wow. You still have 40 kinstones left to fuse? How are you this pathetic? Still a ways to go. Only I could search for happiness myself. Hooray! Let me see. At some point, I'd like to get an ocarina that isn't at a volume or at a pitch only dogs can hear. So you met the Elder Library, and he said that he really has been inside of the Temple of Droplets? I knew it! Once again, my wisdom has surpassed the wisdom of the wisest. No kinstones, though. Yes, we did go back there. Anything? I don't think we can navigate around all that with... You okay, buddy? You good? Just... Uh-huh. Well, I'm gonna let you do your thing. There's more we can do in South Hyrule Field. Okay, that was just a rupee. I believe that rupees and kinstones make the same sound when they fall. Okay, nothing useful we can do back here. At least, not at this size. I guess I could have checked in with Knuckle or Ankle or whichever one of them is on Lon Lon Ranch. Is this a chest or a golden... This is a golden Tektite. Sorry. Okay. Deal with that. What do you have to say? There's an old lady living out in the woods who absolutely loves mushrooms. Anyway, I hear she's working on some special kind of potion or something. Oh, excellent. This is the Minish that says that. My special red potion is almost finished. Oh, and it's so very special. Well, we did it. Wow, I just know my luck's gonna turn around now. This is another piece of heart. Wow, I forgot how many of these suddenly became accessible. No reason to be out here as a Minish. So those two things are all we can do here, but very good things. Now, let's take a look on the west side. That was more hits than I anticipated. We still can't do anything to help Percy. Oh, right, there's a golden rock up here. Oh yeah, we can actually block arrows with our sword. Okay, so this looks like it leads to absolutely nothing. But if we dig right here, there's a red rupee, and also a beetle, apparently. 2 big red rupees. That sure would be nice if we didn't have max money because we're cheaters. Ouch. Stop it. Nice. Okay. You there. I planted a bean near my house, but it just doesn't want to grow. Well, here, have a shiny rock. And look at that. The miracle of life. Brought to you by actual magic. Hey, our kinstone's fit. I have a feeling something good will happen. Did you see that? Man, that bean really is something, huh? Okay. I've bought both of the upgrades. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, that tree is still down. So's that one. Back in Caster Wilds, there are a few things we can do now. One thing, there's not a way through over here. I could have sworn there was. Fair enough. There we go. Random shout out to my younger self for naming Link after whatever Pokemon was on my mind at the time that I created the file. Sorry about the distraction. It hit 9 o'clock, so my stop working alarm went off. Okay, so we can get up here now. With the most fiendish block puzzle known to man. Or woman, or human being of other persuasion. But also, there's this waterfall. And we know those doors. Swordsmanship is spirit. I am the finest or maybe second finest swordsman in all of Hyrule, Scarblade. Training with me will forever transform your swordsmanship. So, would you like to train here? Yes, then I will teach you how to more quickly unleash your spin attack, which you've already learned. I take visualization training very seriously, I'll have you know. Now, quietly close your eyes. Visualize your sword moving at an unthinkable speed. Oh, spinning. Huh. Now you can perform your spin attack much faster, my student. This is the heart of the sword. All begins with belief. Commit yourself to the blade. Cool. So now our spin attack charges faster. Right, that's just one of the Golden Kinstone locations. Did we come back for this? I don't recall. We did not. Okay. I'm fairly certain this mysterious wall is in Vale Falls. That's not going to stop me from checking every single back wall of every diggable cave. Okay. Okay, that does go all the way over. Rude. You'd think that when we're this tiny, we wouldn't even break the surface tension of the bog, but what do I know? I'm not a physicist. Okay, we can't get across that way. The presence of Minish-related things there clearly indicates that we will be able to eventually. But we can't right now. Kinstone. Let's see if there's anything else. I feel like there is. Yeah, over here. Well, there's a thing we could do if we were Minish-sized. Okay. I guess there's nothing else we can do right here, right now. Let's check in with Swiftblade the First real quick, though. Okay. Oh, that's what hit me. Okay. Sorry, I looked away for a moment, and then I got hit, and I went, eh? I figure we may as well take care of the... Okay, that's fair. We may as well take care of that chest while we're here. No, there were a couple things. We'll get that on our way back through. Gosh darn it. It's golden Octorok down there. Is that all that we did over here? Nice. Okay, yes, that does appear to be everything. So, I missed this when we were over here the first time. We can't do everything down here yet. I keep expecting those to have less health than they do. That gives us yet another heart container. We're getting close to our maximum. Also, I think this actually might have been, whoops, the first top-down Zelda game. The first top-down handheld Zelda game to use the usual max heart count. Because normally, the 3D games, starting with Ocarina of Time, you know, the first 3D game, usually they have rows of 10 hearts each. But the handheld games have tended towards only rows of 8. Largely just because of different amounts of screen real estate. Yeah, we've gotten over 600 shells. That's fine. That's not what I was trying to do there, but rude. We'll go with it. But Minish Cap didn't have the same screen real estate issues, so here we are. Freezing in here. If you don't find that element quickly, I'm going to turn into a Hatsicle. Hurry up, Link. I think that we're actually going to call it here. I got a late start. You know what? No. No, we'll do the Temple of Droplets. What? This floor is made out of ice. Be careful not to fall and freeze your backside to the floor, Link. The ice mechanics we witnessed earlier were just a precursor of what was to come. Well, out of 4 flying pots, I successfully dealt with one of them. So there's some really interesting mechanics in this dungeon. Hey, the sunlight's shining through. It's so nice and warm, I can feel myself starting to defrost again. I really like these hatch and sunlight puzzles. It looks like something is frozen inside this block of ice. Link, why don't you go take a look? I didn't remember Eslo just refusing to shut up at the first part of this dungeon, though. There we go. So this is the first room where it starts to get really interesting. Because, obviously, we can't get over there because the hatch is down. Which isn't an issue at the moment, but now we can't get back with the hatch open. Not a lot of top-down Zelda dungeons make much use of multiple floors interacting like this. So it's really cool. Ice pun, not intended, but appreciated. When they do work like this. This was another puzzle that I hated as a kid. But also, yeah, we got the big key already. Dungeon's not going to take long at all. Back it in, everyone. We're boss. Hey! Well done, Link. This looks to be the element, alright. But what'll we do? We can't even touch it while it's trapped in that ice. We'll need to melt it off somehow. Ugh. Oh. I did not mean to press the Eslo button. That's why. I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, so I pressed minus to open my map. Which I didn't have yet. Also, I like how this dungeon is shaped like a pot. And kind of like the gust jar on the lower floor. I pressed those buttons in the wrong order. Well, we can't do anything over there yet. Yeah, we need to... Gust jar. Mushroom, mushroom. Whee! There we go. This is also one of the only points that it actually allows you to fall down a waterfall. The way forward is hidden in the bottom of the pot. There we go. Small key, and we can't get any further. But we know where this key goes. It's worth noting that you can't dash while underwater, but you can dash and then go underwater, like this, and you'll preserve some of that momentum if you just want to slip underneath a spike bar or enemy quickly. There we go. Haven't seen a lily pad for a little bit. That's not true. We saw one at Mayor Hagen's cabin. I guess my brain forgot about that. Ah! I've always thought that that little interaction was really cool. Now... we can make some more progress. Including fighting a Matterpillar, but on ice. Clean out this room. It's a mess in here. There are cobwebs on the walls. Do you even recognize the state of this place? You're living in this. Perhaps less living and more just surviving. And I guess not doing that for very long. That gives us the compass. Just cleaned up in here. There we go. Okay, we're very slightly too far away for that. Let's check what's over here. Nothing useful. Cool. Glad we established that. Next up on the list of puzzles I hated as a kid. Yay, money. Ah! We've got more ice blocks to push, but because the only things we're ever pushing this up against are other ice blocks, it's really easy to just screw it up. Nope. Can't do that. I wonder what item we're going to get in this dungeon. Could it be something that can melt ice? Honestly though, the Temple of Droplets manages to be a fantastic dungeon that is both an ice level and a water level. And that's incredible. I mean, it's long. Don't get me wrong. Link, where are you? Are you still there under me? It's so dark, I can't see my beak in front of my face. Watch your step. I don't want you to trip over anything. Can't you feel that you're still on my head? Like, Link's got pretty shaggy hair in this game. Not as long as mine is, but... Another funny Zelda-related anecdote in the context of my childhood is that at my old private school, we used to get these planners every year. Now, it was a Lutheran school, so they generally had Bible verses and stuff in them. Of course, sunlight. Once we get some sunlight in to melt the ice, that element will be as good as ours. But yeah, they had Bible verses and just the usual planner stuff as well. But they also had what I think is a pretty common feature of school notebooks at this point. Reference material. They had world maps, conversion tables, things like that. Well, one year, and I have no idea which year, the world map, I guess, for the little compass north, south, east, west, there's always a green kinstone in that pot. Anyway, the little compass for the north, south, east, west indication, I guess that they just Google searched compass, maybe compass like cartoon or clip art or something like that. But the image that they ended up using for the compass in this planner was the compass concept art from Wind Waker. It was either Wind Waker or Phantom Hourglass. They used the same compass design, but point being, it was one of the Toon-style Zelda games' compass artwork, just in this planner. Hooray! Hmm. 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 So now we've got a big blue choo-choo to deal with. And I will note, Big Green Choo-Choo got hit with absolutely the worst boss downgrade the world has ever seen. Don't get me wrong, the Big Blue Choo-Choo is a cool fight. We encountered a Blue Choo-Choo earlier in a cave. Blue Choo-Choos are electrical. They tend to be almost always electrified. That's the primary thing that sets them apart from the also electrical yellow choo-choos. In Wind Waker, I think they actually were always electrified. You had to, and I think Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks do this as well. You had to either hit them with a ranged attack, or stun them with the boomerang. I think we got some iframes from that spin attack, because normally his head hurts you if he falls on you. But yeah, we went from... Oh golly, would you look at that? An item that we can use to melt ice. Who could have seen that coming? We can go back through and get a couple of those frozen chests later. I mean, here's one. It's a fairly common practice to reuse an early game boss as a later game mini-boss. Because not only does it save you some time and energy on boss design, it also just really gives the player a sense of how far they've come. Because particularly if it was a difficult boss early on, suddenly you get late in the game and you have enough power to just obliterate something that gave you a lot of trouble early in the game. It feels good, and that's a much more direct comparison. Oh, that one's the bombable wall. It's a much more direct comparison than just a different, stronger boss would be. But I do think it's funny that we go from a big green choo-choo in the first dungeon, which is, I would say, the second weakest type of choo-choo. The only one... I mean, green choo-choos in general are the second weakest type of choo-choo. The only ones that are weaker are the red ones, and that's because they just don't hide as often. To the big blue choo-choo, it's a mini-boss. Which is not only given less significance than the green one, but when you're on fire, you do move faster, but you can't use weapons or anything. Didn't I just take you out? Words, brain, finish sentence. The big blue choo-choo is substantially stronger than the big green choo-choo. Because I didn't really go over it in the fight, but I think it was fairly evident. Hey look, it's another on the list of puzzles I hated as a kid. Also, funny thing. Semi-funny. This is one of the only puzzles in the game that is actually impossible if you come into it with more links than you're supposed to have at the time. Every set of panels in the game comes in 4s. But in this case, this room. You see how simple that room was? When I was a kid, I was so confused by that room. To the point that I backtracked through the entire dungeon to go get myself a bottle of water. And I'm only now realizing that I went outside for that and absolutely didn't need to. Hated that one as a kid, too. Because I thought in that room that I had to kill the fire bars. That's not what you have to do. You can't kill the fire bars, you just had to push the block. And somehow, little me was mystified by them. I had no idea. It's getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Okay. Oh. I definitely didn't remember that they share a health bar. I need to go back for that. It's probably gonna be money. It will make it completely pointless for us to go back for it. But, you know. This is actually the only place in the game where they just do not give you 4 accessible panels. Well, I guess there are a couple of things that you just cannot do if you get more than 2 links at once early. Which doesn't ever come up in normal gameplay, which is exactly why that's not accounted for. But it's really annoying in a randomizer. We did it, Link. Now we can take the element. That was a lot of trouble, but we finally did it, and... what in blazes? Hey, something's not right here. You mean that giant basic enemy is going to do something criminal? What? What's this? That stupid Octorok stole our element. Don't just stand there, we've gotta go get it, Link, now! Okay, first of all... language, Eslo. It's rude to call the Octorok stupid. Just living his life. Why is that portal here? I think I would actually be making it more difficult for myself if I went this way. Because I don't think we'd have the lily pad available. Okay, let's double check. There are 2 chests that we haven't been able to get. Both of them in the big rooms there, and both of them on the left side. Here we go. Also, our item inventory is almost full. This is not a long game. Which is really nice, because that means that I can replay it really easily. Well, I didn't quite execute that correctly. Okay, first of all, shells. Cool. Second of all, Pinstone. Nice. That's not even anything useless. Now we don't have to worry about a lily pad because we just want to go back. Also, I really like how the lantern's icon changes depending on whether it's currently active. It's got a little flame when you're using the lantern. It's just a neat little detail. I don't think that most of the other icons... Most of the other icons aren't even animated. Much less dynamic. That sounds redundant, but by that I mean they're not animated in that they're static sprites, and they're not dynamic in that they don't change in response to moment-by-moment gameplay. The sword icon changes as the sword gets upgraded, but that's not an in-the-moment change. Also, we can do this boss without our sword. We reflect rocks back at it. And it gets all angry, and breezy. The giant Octorok actually doesn't do contact damage either. Except with the mouth. This is not a very well-liked boss for speedrunners. Darn. Because, for the most part, the Octorok will always do a random choice of either spitting a rock at you or trying to inhale it. On this third phase, it'll also do this attack where it makes the entire area dark and just kind of bashes into walls aimlessly. I forgot that it also starts just running around. So that was actually a really good boss fight if I was doing a speedrun, because it only did the darkness attack once. That darkness attack is an entire section, you know, several seconds where you cannot do any damage to the boss at all. So, having any instance where you can't damage the boss means that you're slowed down from finishing the boss. And it's possible for it to do that multiple times before it shoots 3 rocks. Which is a huge pain. I almost froze my beak off in there. What? O young one, child who seeks to aid the princess of Hyrule. My name is Gustav. I was king of Hyrule countless ages ago. Stand before me. Only then will the path open to you. Was that just a dream? He said he was a king of Hyrule. Wait, look at your map, Link. There's some kind of mark on it. I guess that means it wasn't a dream. We should head there once we've infused your sword with that element. To the Elemental Sanctuary. We've got to go to one of the only 2 areas in the game that we haven't been to yet. But that actually is going to wait till next time. As usual... Well, okay, I was about to say, as usual, Pokemon Saturday, Minish Cap Tuesday, but I do not know if I will be able to do a Pokemon stream on Saturday, because I've got a wedding to go to. So, I may try and do Pokemon a different day. Friday or something, depending on how that looks. We will see. But with that all